everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's tutorial is super exciting because we're diving into Claude Code CLI, your powerful terminal agent. I'm going to show you exactly how to give instructions and build a full website in just minutes. Plus, you'll get all the shortcut tips and tricks you need to create your own next $1 million app. So buckle up and let's get started on this awesome journey. But before we jump in, let's talk about what Claude Code actually is. Claude Code is an agentic coding tool developed by Anthropic that plugs right into your terminal. It helps you code faster by understanding your entire codebase and assisting with everything from editing and refactoring to debugging, documenting, running tests, and even managing Git, all through easy natural language commands. To use Claude Code, you have two options. Either you can use your Pro subscription or you can use a Claude Console API key. Both options work just fine. For this tutorial, I've purchased the Pro subscription, so that's what I'll be using today. So here's what you need to do. First, head over to claude.ai and click on your profile icon. Now go to your account settings. You'll see an option for Claude Code. Click on the Instructions tab. This will open the documentation for installing Claude Code on your machine. Let's follow these steps together. First, you need to install Node.js. Just download and install the latest version. Super easy. Then, as I mentioned before, you'll need either a Pro subscription or an API key to use Claude Code. Now open your terminal and type node-version to check if Node.js is installed and verify the version. If everything looks good, we're ready for the next step. Let's install Claude Code globally. I'm installing it as root, so I'll use sudo npm install-g at anthropic-ai/claude-code. After you enter your password, the installation will begin. Once it's done, Claude Code will be accessible from anywhere on your machine. Super convenient. Let's build a YouTube script generator app to show how this works. First, create a new folder and name it YT Script Generator. I'm opening the folder in VS Code, but you can use any code editor you like. Totally your choice. Open the terminal inside VS Code and type Claude to launch Claude Code. You'll get to choose a theme for the interface. Pick whichever you like best. Next, it's time to log in. You can either use your Claude Pro subscription or a Claude Console account. I'm going with the Claude subscription option, so I'll click that. A new tab will open in your browser. Just click Authorize and you'll be logged in with your Claude Pro subscription. Once you see the Login Success message, you're good to go. Make sure to allow reading access for the current folder so Claude Code can help you out with your project. Type / and you'll see a list of all the handy shortcuts in Claude Code. The first one is /cost. It shows you the token costs you've used up. Since we're on a subscription, it won't show any charges. But if you're using console billing, you'll be able to see your expenses here. Next up is /usage. This one's super important, so don't skip it. It lists all your usage stats, and there are two types of limits you need to watch out for: the hourly limit and the weekly limit. If you max out any of these, Claude Code will stop working for you. So keep an eye on your usage to avoid hitting those limits early. Then there's context. This shows the context you've used so far. You've got a total context limit of 200,000 tokens. If your input context gets close to 150,000 tokens or more, it will start eating up your usage a lot faster. But if you keep your context lower, you'll spend less usage, so it's smart to manage that carefully. Next, you need to type out the plan for the project you want to build. Describe it clearly and nicely. But don't hit enter just yet. Since we're still planning, we'll use plan mode. Press Shift+Tab to switch to plan mode, then hit enter. Claude Code will now ask you a few more questions about your topic. Choose the answers based on what you want. After you select all the options and submit, it will generate a detailed plan for you. Now, you can either move forward with this plan or suggest any changes. Let me show you how to suggest some changes. Claude Code will update the plan for you. If you're happy with the plan, just proceed. But if you want to add more changes or aren't satisfied yet, ask Claude to update it according to your needs. Now our task is to only hit enter when it asks us for permission. Keep hitting enter. Now, let's wait for Claude Code to automatically complete writing our code. This is where the magic happens. Now, if you want, you can review the code yourself. In our case, we need to add some environment variables, so let's do that together. First, generate a new API key. As we will be using Gemini API for our works, so let's use Gemini API key. Copy the generated API key and update the .env file. Add the correct API key. Now, let's debug the front-end code that Claude Code wrote for us. We're seeing this error here, but no worries. Simply copy the error message, paste it into Claude Code, and ask it to help solve the problem. This makes debugging way faster and easier. Let's fix it together. Now let's start the backend as well. With both our frontend and backend up and running, it's time to test. Let's enter a prompt in our YouTube script generator website and see what it returns. This is the moment where we see our app in action. It just returned a script, but one thing to notice is that it's generating it in markdown format. To make this better, we can improve the UI by adding a markdown viewer. This will make the script look much cleaner and easier to read right on the website. No worries, we can just ask Claude Code to do that for us. It's always better to commit your changes to GitHub regularly. This way, you don't lose any progress and can easily roll back to previous versions if something goes wrong. Now our output UI looks much better. It's way more readable. If you want to make more changes, don't hesitate to ask Claude Code to help you out. Now, if we try the /context command, you can see that we've used 97,000 out of 200,000 tokens, almost 48%. We should always aim to keep our context usage low to maximize how much we can use Claude Code effectively. Since we have 103,000 context tokens free, let's type /compact to compact the context. This will summarize the context, reducing our usage and freeing up more space. Now, if we try the /context command, after compacting, we're now using 65,000 out of 200,000 tokens, with 135,000 free. It's always a good idea to compact regularly to save on usage costs. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Your support really helps me create better content like this.